Today we're going to be looking at the anti-bark collar with remote tag from the company My Pet Command. I'm going to first show you everything it comes with, and then we're going to do a demonstration of how this product works. This is a collar you can basically put on your dog, turn it on, and when your dog starts barking, the collar will automatically get them to stop, and you have some different modes you can set as far as how is it going to do that. So let's take a look at everything we get. First, you get a rechargeable collar. The collar has a cloth strap. It is pretty large. It can fit large dogs, or you can tighten it to fit small dogs. And then if you have a smaller dog, because it's cloth, you can cut off the excess if you needed to. We'll talk about the collar here in a second when we turn it on. You also get a remote control. The collar will work automatically, or you can use the remote control to manually activate the collar to get your dog to stop barking. Get a lanyard to be used with the remote if you want. A USB magnetic charging cable for the collar. Dog whistle. Get some basic cards and warranty information. An instruction manual. And then you also get a test bulb. You're going to use this test bulb to test the unit, and it will let you know whether or not it's transmitting static correction or not. So that's a look at everything we get. Let's talk about the collar. When you want to turn it on, you have two buttons on the back. Hopefully you can see these okay. You have a power button and you have a mode button. You'll notice these two little dots. Those are going to be your magnetic inputs where you plug in your magnetic charger. What's nice with this one is it's got some spring prongs, so it will automatically adjust to the size of your dog. There's other collars where you have to take a prong off and put on a different prong. These will automatically adjust, nice and easy to use. This collar should be used with dogs that are at least 6 months old, and you don't want to use it with an aggressive dog, but it's perfectly safe to use. I'm going to go ahead and press and hold the power button to turn it on. It has a nice AMOLED display, really easy to see. You'll notice these little icons down here at the bottom. That shows you the different modes. You've got your battery level up top, your modes, and then your sensitivity level. If I press the power button, I can adjust my sensitivity level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0 is going to be your test mode. We'll test it here in a second. You want to adjust your modes. You've got 4 different modes. You can have the collar just beep, just vibrate, beep and vibrate, or beep, vibrate, and transmit a static correction. All I'm doing is pressing the mode button to change those different modes. When you do a test, it will test all of the modes. So it's going to do beep, vibrate, and static correction. To test the collar, we're going to take the test bulb and we're going to put it up against the prongs on the back. I should also mention that this collar uses the latest AI chipset. What that means is it will recognize your dog's bark, but other dogs barking will not trigger the collar. So again, it's perfectly safe. We're going to put the test bulb up against the prongs, and then we need to hit the power button, and we're going to go to sensitivity level 0. Now when we go to it, you're going to have to bark to simulate your dog's bark to set off the collar. Again, it will test the beep, the vibrate, and the static correction. Ruff, ruff, ruff. And you can see all 3 tested fine. That little blinking that we saw here was letting us know that the static correction was working. So the collar should automatically get your dog to stop barking, but in the event it doesn't, or if you wanted to just manually trigger the collar, you could do it using the remote control. Remote control uses a CR2032 battery. It's your standard watch battery, so it's really easy. You can find that in any grocery store. You've got a lock and you've got an unlock position. You're going to move it to the unlock position. That will allow you to use the remote. If you press it, it will beep and it will vibrate. If you want to use static correction with the remote, you will press and hold. And that will do beep, vibrate, and static correction. When you get the unit, the collar and the remote should automatically be paired, but in the event they're not, or if you need to repair it, it's really easy. You're going to simply press and hold the mode button on the back of the collar for 3 seconds. That will put you into pairing mode. And then you simply press and hold the remote, and that will pair the two.